searched everywhere. I looked through hundreds of files, searched through my text messages. I even looked everywhere in my wardrobe, but I just couldn't find where I asked for your opinion.
Hey y'all! Welcome back to another episode of Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah, where I scour the internet and I look for situations so that I can offer my unsolicited opinions. And today's episode comes from Ask Amy. Ask Amy. I don't remember what publication, but I'm sure if you Google Ask Amy. Actually, I think there's like 2 Ask Amy, so I don't know. But let's get it started. Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah, I'm irritated that she corrected me in front of the kids. I don't think my innocent phrasing should have been called out as ignorant. Ooh. This sounds like a Karen. I'm going to be honest with you. Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah, something is bothering. It's a Karen. It's a Karen. It's already, we know. Something is bothering me that I just can't shake. And I'd welcome your opinion. Well, you're talking to the wrong person because, you know, my opinions are unsolicited. So, I don't know if I'm the right person to talk to you about this. But let's keep going. Well, first of all, I need these glasses for the reading. They're not fashion glasses. Here we go. My husband and I have 3 young grandchildren. My husband and I have 3 young grandchildren. I'm irritated that she corrected me in front of the kids. So, okay, my husband and I. Okay, all right. We are seldom able to visit in person, so we use FaceTime to stay in touch. Yesterday, while chatting with the kids, all younger than 10, I told them how much I appreciated their Christmas thank you notes, and I mentioned that the mailman had just delivered them. Is that Santa? I don't understand what's happening. Off camera, I heard my daughter-in-law, say mail person. Okay, because I'm like, what is this mailman? Okay, mail person. I was a little hurt and a lot irritated that she would correct me like that. Like what? Off camera? You wanted her to correct you on camera? What's happening right now? It's not as if I had used a derogatory term. I would never do that. First of all, I don't, you know what, I'm not going to call you that, but you did. Mailman, I'm going to go out on a limb. It seems logical that if you misgender a person, it's derogatory. Yeah. When you misgender someone, it's derogatory. I don't think people misgender people in a favorable sense. I don't know. Does that happen? Do women get misgendered as men in a way that is flattering and favorable? Do men get misgendered as women in a favorable, positive, productive, self-affirming way? I don't. Derogatory. I mean, okay. If it wasn't derogatory, it's still problematic, you know? So, I mean, you know, my intention was simply to thank the kids for their notes, not to become an example of how ignorant grandparents can be. Well, you got a 2 for special on that, hon. You got a 2 for special on it. You got to thank them for their notes and show them how ignorant you as a grandparent can. Ooh, look, I assumed that you were a grandmother. Did they say, is anything? No, nobody's saying my husband and I. My husband and I, you could be a man. You could be 2 grandpas. We often tell, Oh, I did it too. While chatting with the kids, I told them how much. Nothing. I heard my daughter and I did it too. And I got irritated that she would correct me like that. Nothing in the story is indicative that it's not 2 men instead of, not instead of, but, you know, I assumed you were a grandma, but I could be misgendering you as well. So, I think the end of this said what? Am I being overly sensitive? Just wondering. Sign, just wondering. I don't want to see you being over. First of all, you know what you're being. You know what you're being. You're being ridiculous. Listen, it's 2022. Today is literally Tuesday. 2022. It's 2/22/2022 today. And I know I said that I would get these videos out to you guys every Monday and Wednesday, but lately the Mondays have been holidays. And, you know, I just feel like there's no point in worrying for myself if I'm still working holidays. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, these videos have been so far Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But, you know, as soon as the holidays, you know, free up their grip on Mondays, and we'll be back at Mondays and Wednesdays, baby. So, yeah, you know what you're being. I think you're, what is that? I think this is like gaslighting or something. I don't know. I honestly don't know all the appropriate terms for when people just throw horse shit at situations and try to cover them as something else. I don't know all the appropriate terminology. What I do know is that it is always appropriate to correct a mistake in front of the audience that needs the correction to be heard. So if the children under 10 need to know that it's a male person, not a male man, and the grandparent needs to know that it's a male person, not a male man, you know, I like this in the moment, address it in the moment. And that kind of, I hope we are done with that kind of, you know, like we'll pull them to the side and, you know, talk to everybody. You know, stop. Just stop. I think you are focusing on the wrong component of what has happened in this scenario, and you need to focus on, you know, just not misgendering folks and moving and being able to be corrected and move on. You guys, it's 2022. You're gonna be corrected a lot. There's a lot of corrections that are gonna be needing to be made. So just go ahead and buckle up, buttercup, and put your big person panties on, and get used to getting corrected. I mean, that's just the way it goes. Well, that was quick. Maybe we have time for another one. Let's see here. Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah, co-worker's remark goes very wrong. What did you say? Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah, where are we? Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah, Carol and I used to work very closely together. I still see her occasionally at work, and we usually enjoy a long catch-up. Nice. When I recently saw Carol from a distance at the office, I noticed that she'd lost significant amount of weight. I had not seen her in months, so it seemed conceivable that she had been working to lose weight. Uh-oh. I was with a client, but I wanted to say something to Carol before she left the office. Carelessly. I don't know if it's carelessly. I don't know. It seemed like you took a lot of care into making sure Carol, you greeted Carol. So I don't know if we can say this is carelessly. I called out across a few yards. Hi, Carol. You are looking good. How's this gonna go around? When she turned and looked at me with a wan smile / grimace. A grimace? I knew I'd made a mistake. I wanted to immediately see what was wrong, but by the time I was done with my client, Carol had left. Oh. Usually, as a rule, I do not comment on weight loss unless the other person brings up their own weight / fitness first. Later that same day, I ran into another old coworker. Oh, first of all, let's go back. Let me go back. Carol and I used to work very closely together. You don't have Carol's phone number? I ran into another coworker. She informed me that Carol had taken ill in the previous months with COVID complications and had been in a coma. First of all, your HR sucks. Your HR sucks. I can't believe Carol was in a coma and nobody told you. Once again, I don't know why you don't have Carol's phone number. It's a miracle that she is alive and walking around now. That's true. That's true. I was shocked and ashamed over what I said and the way I said it. I don't know about that. Is there anything I can or should say to apologize? It's a miracle that she is alive and walking around and you yelled out, "Hi, Carol, you're looking good." I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's... I don't know where the inappropriateness of that is. Carol is lucky to be alive is what I'm hearing. And she looks good that she's alive. Does she not want to look good? She does not want to look good alive. She doesn't want anyone to notice that she looks good alive. I think that you can... Well, first of all, I don't know why you don't have Carol's number. Second of all, I would send Carol some kind of communication to get her number. And also, you know, hey, Carol, I know that we used to be a lot closer. What happened? They moved? What happened? I used to work very closely together. I still see her clear. It doesn't say why they don't work closely together anymore. And we usually enjoy a long catch-up. I would say I would reach out to Carol and just let her know that you... I just feel like the issue really isn't that you yelled, "Hey, Carol, you're looking good." I think really my concern is, why didn't you know Carol was, you know, in a coma because of COVID? That's my concern. So that's what I would address. I would address, you know, not against Carol, but I would make it so that, you know, we're at least in communicate. Like, I tell this to people all the time, that make sure that that your friends and your loved ones, you know, notify me upon your death, because I'm not always certain I'm gonna get a notification that the person's dead. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and make a coma list. You know what I mean? Like, as a society, we have definitely got to do better with our sick and shut-in list, and which is really egregious, because most churches, and I know masses, and I'm pretty sure the Jews have like a sick and shut-in list, like, you know, and so I don't know how, you know, the three major religions and the three most, you know, the population of this country is mostly Christian, Jewish, and Muslims. I don't know how the collective of us don't have a system of sick and shut-ins, better, more prioritized than we currently do now. So really that's a task on us as Muslims, Christians, and Jews to make sure the sick and shut-in communication is facilitated society-wide. We need a better society-wide method of communication. But that's what I would call Carol about. Not no damn you looking good, Carol, but more or less, let's stay in touch enough where if one of us goes into a coma, then, you know, and I would talk to HR or some, like, who at the office can spearhead, you know, announcements like that. I mean, they're not going to be called church announcements, but they need to be called some kind of announcements. All right, y'all. We did a 2-for-1 special today. Thank you so much. Much success to us all.